Hey y'all, I have a really fun video for you guys today. I have my new planner and the setup. I'm going to create a DIY dashboard and a pocket all in this video. You guys will see me set up the planner as well. This is the Recollections A5 planner and the size is 7.5 by 9.25, I believe. There is a smaller one, but of course you guys have heard me sort of kind of complain about the mini happy planner. I'm going to use it for something else, but you guys have heard me talk about how it's a little bit too small for me. And then the big happy planner was a little bit too big. I could have gone with the classic, but I really loved the look of this one and decided to go with this Recollections A5 planner. And I do have inserts. I'm going to share all of that with you. I'm going to share the setup and everything else. So I'm just kind of flipping through what it comes with. This binder is about $30 and it comes with what I'm showing you here. It has to-do sheets, and I think there's about 10 of those. There's about 10 graph paper sheets and then 10 regular lined paper sheets. Also in the back, there's an overview of the entire year. It's a fold out, and so you can add important dates or whatnot in there. Also, it comes with 3 dividers, and they have gold foil on them. All the hardware is gold as well, and then it comes with a couple of pockets, and then it buttons, if that makes sense. It's not magnetic. It is a button at the top or on the front. Okay, so for the inserts, I got this. It goes with the planner that I bought, and I'm going to go through all the different tabs. But the first thing I'm going to show you is I think I probably am showing you starting in maybe January, which I'm obviously not going to start. I'm going to start it in August, I believe. But I'm going to show you kind of the layout. Now, one thing that I have to mention right off the bat is it has 3 sections, which is, of course, what I wanted. And then it also has Saturday and Sunday doesn't have the 3 sections, which works for me because I obviously don't work on those days, so I just need to put in personal stuff and crafty stuff. So I love that. The other thing that I love a lot, and I'm just flipping through to show you guys what the tabs look like, just because I thought you guys might want to see those up close. So just kind of, you can pay attention to that, or you can pay attention to what I'm saying. The other thing I want to point out is it's all black and white as far as the layouts in between the tabs. So it has like a notes and thoughts page, and then it has like the monthly view, then it has your different weekly views. And the weekly view, like I said, has the 3 different sheets. And I'm not showing you that on each tab because obviously they're the same in between. So like I said, all of it's black and white, which I love. I love that you can customize it. You do have to add the days of the week and the dates and things like that. Or actually, you have to add just the dates. Yes, you have to add just the dates for the monthly view and for the weekly view. I'm going to add in my calendar tab, and then I'm going to go ahead and organize it to where August is at the front. And it's the perfect time to start this because it's July 31st. And so I'll be starting my new planner in August, which I think is great. So like I said, I love the fact that it's black and white because I can customize it, and there's not quote unquote like a theme, if that makes sense. And so I don't feel so pressured to like make it match. And a lot of the happy planners are that way, and I still love them. Like, I'm still using the big planner for memory keeping and the small planner, like I've mentioned before, for like scripture reading and reflections. So I'm walking you through that look really quick just so you can see the monthly view if I went too fast earlier and the weekly view. So the next thing I'm going to do is decorate my first tab. So this is August. The first thing I'm going to do is add important dates, and of course my thin Sharpie was running out, and I couldn't find another one. So of course that happens like right on camera, but I'm just grabbing another pen really quickly, and I'm going to add in important dates. And I just took a precision pen. The only thing about this is it took a little bit longer to dry. So I'm just adding a couple dates for right now that I know are important in August. I don't have a ton going on. And then I'm just going to like very simply decorate the top. Now it says, I think it says this month's goals or something. I didn't really feel like adding stuff in marker or pen. I decided to just use it as a decorating spot. I think it would be really fun to add even like a little mood board where if like you have fitness goals, or if you have or even a picture, things off of Pinterest that inspire you, whatever you think is important. So the next thing I'm going to do, I slowed the video down a little bit, and I know because I'm going pretty fast, but the next thing I'm going to do is make a pocket. Now I'm going to link the video down below so you can get full on like instructions step by step from the lady who I got this from. It's like a 20-minute video and it's really thorough. And so I just want to quickly go through this and not spend so much time explaining exactly what I've done. But basically what I did was I scored this paper in half. And it's not actually 12 by 12. I cut it down a little bit. I cut it 11 and a half by 11 and a half, but you can do it the size that you want. And then I scored, I folded, when I hadn't folded that, so I cut it, so I scored it in half. And then I made a flap at the top at about 1.5 inches, and I folded that over as well. And then I turned the whole paper over and made another score line for my pocket. So that is what I'm working on right now. I'm just using my bone folder to smooth all of that out. And the pocket size is about, I would say about 3 inches. And you can see I'm kind of unfolding it now so I can decide how I'm going to cut the pocket to make the little angle. Like I said, I got this whole entire, I think, pocket tutorial from a lady, and I can't remember her name, really sorry, but I'm just going to link her down below so you guys can follow, can see. So now I'm going to make a little banner shape at the bottom 2 corners, because that is going to help me with my pocket shape or the angle of my pocket. So I'm just going to simply use my scissors to cut that angle. And then you'll see how the fold is kind of coming together. I'm going to fold that over, and then now you see my pocket. Now my flap has a fold still, or has its 2 sides put together, so I'm going to cut one of the sides off because I'm not going to need 2 flaps to close my pocket, if that makes sense. So I'm simply going to cut one of the flaps completely off, and now I have a pocket. It's coming together. I now need to get my, well, I'm going to clean it up just a little bit. You don't have to do this, but I just noticed that there's a little overhang, so I just decided to go ahead and clean that up. And then I'm going to do it to the other side really quickly. And then I'm going to fold that again, and then I'm going to take, the next thing I'm going to do is take a 2.5 inch circle punch and make a little knob. I don't think I said that right. Make a little nook. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I'm making a semicircle, and that way it kind of makes it look a little bit more official, like a pocket. So the next thing I'm going to do is cut little triangles from the inside of that semicircle to the corner of the pocket there, or the corner of the top of that tab, or the fold, and that way it doesn't, she had mentioned that she did that so the flap doesn't get caught on that front side of the pocket. This is optional. I'm just going to round the corners here so that I can just finish it off a little bit more. And then there you go. You can see how it's coming together. The last 2 things to do are just add adhesive on the inside. So you want to start there at the top, and then bring the adhesive down, and then just go over to the fold and then fold it over. And then now you have that secured. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the inside of the pocket, except I'm just going to do it vertically where it meets the, like where the open side meets the pocket, if that makes sense. The last thing I'm going to do is just grab one of the tabs from my planner, and then I'm just going to measure, there's my hair. Sorry about that. I'm just going to measure really quickly the holes. And so because I know I'm not really going to be folding, so let me start here. Because the size of the pocket isn't going to match up with my actual planner, I don't mind that the hole is going to be punched where it folds. And the reason I don't mind that is because I want it to kind of line up with the rest of the stuff in my planner. And I'm not actually going to use the flap all that much. It's just kind of for looks. Because the pocket is deep enough to stick things in without having to shut the flap, if that makes sense. So I just used a regular hole punch, and now I'm going to add in my pocket. And you'll see there that the top doesn't really fold, but I'm totally okay with that because it matches up with the rest of my planner, and you can't see it like sticking out. And so I would much prefer that. You could probably like figure out dimensions to where it lines up perfectly, or even punch it with it folded so that it will fold that way all the time, but I preferred to have it open. So I'm just going to stick some stickers in there so you can kind of see how it holds things. I think it holds things pretty nicely for the most part. And then the next thing I'm going to show you guys is my DIY dashboard. Now this was so simple. I do not have a laminator, and so I decided to take this gold foiled paper that somebody actually gave me as a gift, and I had not used it until this, and it was actually perfect for this project. And I just lined it with some scrapbook paper, and I just showed you kind of how I did that. And it was as simple as just double siding it, putting the gold foil to the scrapbook paper, and putting adhesive in between those and sticking them backside to backside, and then punching the holes right in there, using the template of the divider from my planner. And that was pretty much it. And the next thing I'm going to do is line up my little sticky notes. These sticky notes are from Michaels, but then 2 of them are also just like Post-it brand. And I'm just going to stick them on now that I have them figured out kind of how I want them set up. I'm going to use some adhesive. This is double-sided tape adhesive. It's just, I get all of my adhesive from Michaels or Hobby Lobby. Most of the time I get it from Michaels. And then I'm just going to add adhesive right on the back and stick it on. And this is pretty durable. It's pretty good strength as far as like the adhesive goes, so I imagine that it will stay on for a while. And then because the that gold foiled paper is so thick, I think that it'll hold up pretty well. So that is my dashboard, and then of course I'm going to do a quick little flip through back to my pocket so you can see that again. And the last thing I'm going to do is show you how I made some little paper clips to go in this planner, and then I'll finish it off with some photos. So I'm going to close that up. And now I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you can see. Now this piece is a chipboard piece that is we got it in a Hip Kit Club, and it's from the Paige Evans collection. It says jeans, t-shirt, and top knot, which I love. And I just took the adhesive off by using my little powder tool. I believe this one is like an Inca Do maybe. I think that's what it's called. I think that's the brand. But I got it from Amazon, and it's a powder tool to kind of help take static when you're using embossing. But I used it to take the stickiness off the back of that so that I could kind of use it for a different purpose. I simply hot glued a paper clip and then put a little kind of sort of reinforcer, if you will, on the back to make sure that it kind of stays really well. Then the next thing I'm going to do is take this little dollar spot arrow, and I just double-sided those because I had 2 of them, so I just placed them back to back, and then I'm going to stick the paper clip right on the inside, and then that's done as well. The last thing I'm going to do is I have a little homemade embellishment. Now the tag on the right is homemade as well, and I have videos showing how I do all of these things, and my DIY videos that are probably pretty far back now. But I made this little vellum pocket in one of my DIY videos a while back, and I just thought it'd be a fun little touch. It has some sequins in it, and then it also has just a little embellishment and heart on the outside. Now I'm just going to add my little fun clips and my tag and some of my other stickers in the front pocket. And then that pretty much sums up this process. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have any suggestions for future things. I can't wait to share. I've already completed my monthly view and I guess it was for August, yeah. And so I'll share that sometime this week. But I hope you guys have a great rest of the evening, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.